Good afternoon, I'm Johnny Williams with Alabama Art Casting. Alabama Art Casting is an organization dedicated to teaching and preserving and sharing the knowledge of iron, which is very important to our region. To get quality iron casting, one important element is quality cast iron scrap. We're here at the iron breaking yard of Alabama Art Casting, the iron death zone, the iron slaughterhouse. I'd like to talk a little bit about quality castings. One of the essential things that I've learned from this is that to get quality cast iron products and castings, it's good to have real good cast iron scrap going into them. This is an old stovepipe leg that was made many years ago. It's thin, it had real good detail. It's still a beautiful object even though it's rusted. This is a product from Fanny Hill State Park's Alabama Art Castings operations. This is the direct mold from a bird nest. It's really nice. It has all these thin areas. Iron. Good pourability, thin castings. Not a lot of impurities. This is important things that go into a good iron casting. Along with proper furnace operation and quality mold making. There are many hazards associated with working with the casting of iron. It's quite obvious that being around a 2,500 degree Fahrenheit furnace carries its hazards of molten metal and possibly explosion. But it's deceptive how dangerous the breaking of iron can be. You are smashing away at very hard brittle material with sledgehammer. You think about a 20-pound sledgehammer slung by a 150-pound person even. There's many foot-pounds of energy that go into the breaking of iron. It's careful as you break iron to observe the parts that you're hitting. It's a good time to get out the impurities. This is all part of the iron breaking and grading process. And as such, proper safety equipment is certainly advisable. I start with good full side shield safety glasses, and I do wear prescription glasses, so I buy glasses that are my prescription and are safety. The other option is over existing glasses. The most important areas on this operation of iron casting is really the lower extremities, especially if you intend to have families in the future. I start with good heavy boots, steel toes, good heavy soles for clumping around in the iron pile. These are spats, and they have a reinforced shin that is very impervious to shrapnel flying, and that's a big hazard from breaking iron, or a missed blow with a hammer. That can also be kind of devastating to the shin, especially for the new breaker. Spats provide good shin protection. The other thing that in dealing with iron, if you're moving around heavy pieces of material, protection from dropping heavy chunks. That. Chaps come next. They give good thigh protection and good protection to the groin areas. I don't worry too much about my upper extremity. It's an unusual day today. It's about 58 degrees out here, and we are in Alabama. And many times one of the issues with working on the iron pile and breaking iron is heat issues, so you can overdress. One of the overlooked parts of breaking iron is that hammer on cast iron makes a very sharp, very high decibel, very quick report. And that's overlooked a lot. So finally up to be fully dressed out, boots, chaps, spats, low end protection, but most important of all is eye and ear protection. Good safety glasses, earplugs or hearing protection of your choice, and absolutely hard hat with face shield protection of your choice. Gloves, hammer, a good attitude, and you're ready to break iron. Bathtubs are a great scrap because they're thin metal. The porcelain is good because it actually, most of it, as you can see on the ground here, most of it comes out as you break it up. Another thing that's interesting, there's information about the bathtub. This is a 5-foot contour that weighs 318 pounds. So if you get curious about how much your bathtub weighs, just turn it over and read it off the bottom. This bathtub was made in the United States of America by American Standard Radiator and Sanitary Corporation of Baltimore. Production date looks to be 4/1968. So there are people that made this tub, and that's one important point I'd like to cover about iron and the production of art. They bathed the kids in it. Old man washed his fat ass in it. Good union folks made it. And if Alabama art casting has anything to do with it, somebody will make something pretty cool out of it. There is no iron out there that hasn't already been something else. It's a continuation of a process, it's a continuation of a series. It's a continuation of the elements of the earth. It's also a continuation of tradition and skilled practice. The people that made these bathtubs were union professionals at what they did. The way the whole thing is designed, the perfection that it's made with, show that they were proud of their job. If you don't put that pride into what you make from iron, you are not doing these people a service. Other hazards with the iron pile are the bystanders. That can be a really big problem. When you're breaking iron on the pile, I recommend one person breaking at a time. The other people stand back and maybe they collect it up and just swap out. If you're in the public venue, once again, the iron breaking is one of the deceptive parts. You wouldn't want to hit a kid in the eye with a piece of shrapnel. So roping off is important, and careful dressing out is important. So there we are. About got it all broken up. Some big pieces that'll go to the later breakdown pile. Got great pieces here that are very ready for the furnace. Even that. And some of this bigger stuff. Send it over there. A smaller hammer. So this is beautiful iron. It's got a great grain structure in it. This is gray cast iron, which has a 3 to 6% graphite content in it. That's what makes it the gray color, and that's also what makes that beautiful, beautiful, sparkly texture. As you can see, with well dealt swings, it's actually not that hard to break up a bathtub.